was incredibly exciting to hear that London had been awarded the Games, and we knew that it was a massive, massive opportunity for tourism for London and Britain. A very big learning opportunity, of course, was Beijing. It's the only summer games between winning the bid and actually staging your own. I think one of the things that was really instrumental in engaging the wider tourism industry was the website that we built with LOCOG, tourism2012games.org.
When the Flame arrived in Cornwall, that was the start of the digital experience for us. We spent the next 70 days producing content every single day, sent a team down to Cornwall, they greeted the Flame when it arrived, and we followed it then with bloggers and obviously through the reach that we had with Samsung. The
opening ceremony on the 27th of July was a huge moment for Britain and a huge opportunity for tourism to Britain. First of all, the fantastic creativity, energy, showcase of the ceremony went global. Millions of people around the world watched it, and we know from the media coverage they loved it. They loved the humour, the energy, they loved that we showcased the music and so on. So that has been a fantastic kick-off to the Games.
We started on Twitter with just over 65,000 fans. We're just over 75,000. Love UK was a great opportunity for us to grow that reach, but more importantly, grow the engagement levels. Engagement across the torch relay period and also for the Olympic Games period was up 67%. We were named as the 7th most engaging page in the UK. On our Chinese social media platforms, we use Weibo. We've reached about 36 million people on Weibo from that following, so it's pretty impressive what we're doing there.
For the marketing department, Games Time was very much about taking some of the learnings from the creative testing and from the brand tracker and building that into the marketing campaign that we knew that was going to launch after the closing ceremony of the Paralympic Games, be that the image campaign or indeed the tactical campaign. And we were very lucky that we worked with Number 10 to be able to have access to some of the local venues so that those international visitors that were here during Games Time were obviously able to see the great branding as well.
I think the daily meeting has provided a fantastic focal point, not just for the team in London, but also for everybody around the world, really, both in terms of reviewing what happened the previous 24 hours, but also really setting the agenda and a focus for the day ahead. So everybody's very clear in terms of what they needed to do. And that's worked incredibly well. We've reacted to events on the ground. We've been able to take sporting stories and really put them into destination stories.
Well, the World Travel Leaders Summit, I think, was an excellent opportunity to showcase Britain to tourism leaders from 20 of our most important countries.
This has been such a great experience because I'm so excited about selling Scotland in the distillery tours and seeing the seaplane, so getting outside of London, so it's kind of London plus.
The experience that we had this week was very inspiring because I experienced things that I never realized existed in Britain, and inspiring in the sense of looking forward to coming back and sending our clients here.
Not everyone has the right accreditation, and to actually bring people in and organise them and actually get them in a position where they can get to the stories, or indeed some of the related stories around the Games, like the Premier League thing we've just done. I mean, that's not an Olympic story, but it does have a relationship with it. Has been really useful, yeah.
So a lot of focus has been put on the London Media Centre, but we also had another media centre which was called the London and Britain Media Information Unit. Bit of a mouthful, but that facility was actually at Olympic Park in the Media Village. We gave them itineraries, we had them gave them top 12s. So the feedback again from all the journalists was that it was one of the best PR programs they had seen, and that we actually had thought of everything. The BBC Motion Gallery films, one of the things I'm particularly proud of, went into a joint partnership and produced over 40 films, little short films, 1, 2, 3 minute films on various venue locations and various honeypot sort of destinations around the country.
Well, I think what the time through the Olympics showed is however much you prepare, it's never quite what you think. So for the week before, it was all about the rain and the weather, and we thought we were boning up our comments on rain and weather. And then the main one, I guess, because it was very visual, and is the lack of normal visitors across the centre of London. And what that showed is how quickly we could act, working with London and partners. The Mayor pulled together a group so businesses could feed in very quickly. We could think about what we could do on a joint messaging and a joint marketing activity, making sure that the two were aligned.
We felt that the Paralympic Games was a really fantastic opportunity to showcase Britain as an accessible destination. We worked with Visit England to hold an event at the South Bank Centre where we brought together experts from across the world of accessible tourism to talk to our journalists who were here for the trip and also other journalists who were interested in accessible Britain. On the back of that, we had lots and lots of coverage already about accessible product in Britain, about how the effort that Britain was making to welcome all visitors, irrespective of their circumstances.
I think the Olympic and the Paralympic Games could be an absolutely transformational moment for the British tourism industry. The world has seen the most amazing images. The sport has played out across a backdrop of, Horse Guards Parade, Weymouth and Portland, London's parks, fantastic images. And the world has also seen how friendly the British people are. There are some things that we have not been so well perceived in the past. We really, really had an image boost. Our food, our weather, our friendliness. It's all been very, very, very positively received.